Welcome back to my channel. How are you? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. All right. Let's make some room. Okay. So we're going to be doing a beautiful tarot for the karmic energies today. And what I really want to ask in this tarot is, if you've done a banishment spell, is it going to work? Or if you plan on doing a banishment spell, will it work? So I'll be doing a banishment spell tonight for the magic circle. You're all welcome to be there, but you need to be a member of my ultimate full membership, which is free for the magic circle, or you can go pay separately on my website. It's listed below, but it's jks1111.com. And if you are a basic member, it's half off. And you can pay that in Cash App or the website with the code 50NOW. And I'll know your name. So we'll just check it out and see who's going to be a part of it. It is going to be tonight between 7 and 9 p.m. my time. Spirit, please guide and direct us with these tarot cards. Please show me the truth about the karmic situation. Please show me if this banishment is going to work. What will the results be? Eat me. Everyone did get the link. Markers double checked. I'll go back and check the email to be sure, but I know I always gave everyone the link, but I believe you. Let me just check my emails and for 2022 and see what you're talking about, okay? All right. Spirit, guide and direct us with these cards. Show us the truth. Will this banishment work? And if there was already a banishment, why was it taking so long? What is the truth with the banishment curse, the banishment spell? Please show me the truth. Oh, first card out. 3 of Swords in the reverse. This usually means we're finally healing. We're finally getting over the pain and the suffering of a very troublesome, traumatic third-party relationship. That's what this means. And it's taken a long time to finally get to this place. And if this banishment's going to occur in the near future, like tonight, finally the healing can begin. Finally the end of the suffering, basically. The next card that pops out is the 8 of Cups. Wow, it was together with the Lover's card. So this is flat out walking away from a relationship and perhaps going towards a Gemini. I think somebody is leaving an earth sign. And I think the earth sign was the karmic. That's what I feel it's saying to me. Walking away from a Queen of Pentacles, walking away from someone who had a financial pull on someone. The World pops out. 2 water signs are coming together, guys. I wasn't able to pull it out, but I saw the King and Queen of Cups in my shuffle. At the same time, I saw them, which is a sign that two water signs are coming together. A card that fell on the floor is Temperance. So I kind of feel like the World and Temperance in reverse came together. This person is finally headed for the ending of this karmic relationship. I think it's very comfortable and safe to say that your banishment spell or curse is going to work. This is banishing out the toxic relationship. The High Priestess, the all-knowing feminine, the witch, is going to be in power, which I'm very sure is you, male or female. You represent this energy. So I do think that you're going to be in power. And I also think that you're going to pull back your love for a little while. Page of Cups. I think the reason you're pulling back your love could be poor communication, or this person did not take responsibility for a small child, a water baby. And here you are, the Queen of Cups, and you do have a moon water sign or a sun water sign. That's a fact. Because we have the moon, the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess, and the sun. This may have a lot to do with a son, but it also has a lot to do with personal happiness. There's been nothing but a long fight, a very long fight. It's been a battle between good and evil. It's been a long, hurtful journey where you feel betrayed, exiled, and it's been very unfair. Very argumentative between you and this person and the karmic. It has been nothing but trouble and drama. And it feels almost like, what in this world has happened to me? Why has this happened to me? Four of Cups down here, you feel rejected, alienated, and you don't understand why you went through so much hell, why you were so rejected. Why did you have to go down this karmic path? With the Page of Pentacles here, it's like, I hope you learned. I really hope you took back all the energy and all the information of what you've been through. And I hope you've learned your power and you've learned why you've gone through this karmic retribution, if you will. The Hanged Man here is, take a look at it from a different angle, an astrological angle. The sun is, everything's going to work out the way you want it to. Your banishment curse, your banishment spell, it will work out. You will be successful in banishing a toxic relationship. And you know deep down in your intuition, it took a while, but it had cycles it had to go through. It had tests, trials, tribulations. It had karmas that it had to go through. You know, the reason you're going through any karmic relationship, it could be Jupiter is in one of the Dashtana houses, which is the very difficult houses, which is the 12th, the 6th, or the 8th. You could have your Jupiter there, which is very difficult lessons, especially with the masculine, especially with any marital relationship or relationship you might have children with, any deep relationship. You also want to take a look at 6 from Saturn on what you must deal with and who is your enemies. You want to look at your Ketu, because that explains your last life before this. It explains maybe what you had done, what you had been like, what your experiences were. Especially if you have any of these planets placed in the 1st or 7th house. There's a play on self and relationship, and one way or the other in those houses, the self and relationship karmically really shows itself. And if you have a planet aspecting the 1st or 7th, it really does talk about that. And so, you know, anytime you have a question, why am I going through this, and why did I? Why did I have to suffer? Or maybe you just simply have a question like, this was really unfair. Where's karma? Where's justice? You know, that this was uncalled for, unfair, unbelievable. You know, you're just shocked that you had to go through any of this. If you have a lot going on in your 7th house, karmically, negatively, just understand that there was a time in your past life where it was all about you. There was maybe an ignoring of a lover, maybe going out on a marriage, perhaps not giving your energy to the marriage. If there's something going on there in the 7th, you know, and this is what karmically you're coming to pay for, to experience. Sometimes what goes around comes around doesn't always happen in the same lifetime. Sometimes that does happen in the next. So if you are experiencing, I hate to say that, but some very difficult karmic battles in love, marriage, or relationships, just know that there definitely was a time in your past that it might have been the shoe reversed. You know, the shoe on the other foot. It might have been, and this could very much explain why you're going through it. Eat me the same with finances. In a past life, you were living well, maybe too well, and perhaps didn't help a lot of others when you were living well. Or maybe there was a certain attitude or disposition in a past life. And in this life, you're experiencing other hardships, maybe the hardships of an enemy, maybe the hardships of someone you didn't forgive, maybe the hardships of someone you looked down on. This wasn't a past life, so now you're experiencing it now. We do have to hanged man our situation, look at it through a different perspective, different set of spectacles, and try to make peace, try to forgive, try to understand the other side. Only then, when I think you deeply accept it and get it, can you change it? Because now you've gained that knowledge, that wisdom, that truth, that wholeness, and that lesson, and that forgiveness. It kind of makes full circle with the world. And then you can make peace and lay those karmic battles to rest. Okay? So those are for you that, you know, are asking, why am I going through so much of this? Remember to take a step back and look at the bigger picture, a much bigger picture. Now, getting back down to your banishment. Someone very dark and very evil, someone that you have wanted to put to rest, someone that you've wanted to seriously banish because they are abusive, they are toxic, they are trouble, they are menacing, they're nothing but problems, they cause disrest within the family, they cause, you know what I mean, they just strife. You've really wanted to put this person out of the picture. And it looks like your banishment will be successful. 8 of Cups, you will send them packing. They will have their bag on the road. I just looked up, I saw 14 minutes and 44 seconds. I think you will be in the power and the number energy of the 4, which is stable. and sturdy and certain. So I do feel you'll be in that emperorship authority, and your authority is going to be able to cast this person out. Part of your banishment is hopefully so they can go find a relationship somewhere else. Because what I have found is the hardest to do in banishment is to send someone away with no one. Because they tend to stick like glue because they don't want to be alone. And it's very hard to cast someone out all alone. I have found that when I do banishments, sending someone out to meet another, sending someone out to find another, to find their soulmate, to find a friend, to find reconciliation with an ex, to find whatever, casting someone out to go gather with another person, that tends to work very, very quickly. I've seen great results within banishment spells. I've seen results even, believe it or not, this is crazy, but within 6 weeks. Within 6 weeks, I have seen a banishment manifest. Full term, full circle, breakup, divorce papers, found another person. Maybe it had happened all along, but nonetheless, I've seen banishment work when the curse more involves a blessing. When the curse more involves you're not meant to be here, you're meant to be somewhere else. I want you to go find that partner. I want you to get on the road to recovery. I want you to leave this place. I want you to leave this person. If they are not meant to be with you, I send all the powers that be to push you on your way, on your path, out. So those kind of banishments work really well. And I do feel like this banishment's going to work great. 3 of Swords and then the 8 of Cups. I'm very, very pleased, very happy with that turnout of the cards. Sorry if you guys are wondering, what is that noise, that beeping noise stuff? It's a foot massager. So when you get the 8 of Cups in a reading, it is always time to make a change. It doesn't always feel comfortable, and it's most likely terrifying, but it's the best thing to do. It's somebody being called to leave a current relationship. This person is walking away from his feelings, away from his relationship, away from his heart, away from his cups, leaving behind what does not make him happy or in any kind of way comfortable anymore. And although it may leave a heavy feeling in his heart, he knows it's time to change direction. He has an overwhelming feeling of being called. Now, where else does this moon and face come into the screen? This one right here, the moon and the face. Now, this generally means the divine feminine energy, the witchy energy, the power of the moon. So the banishment obviously is going to work very well under the energy of the moon. So make sure you are doing your banishments at night. Most of you guys are. But there is something called the witching hour. And the witching hour is generally when the sky is the darkest, which is right around 11 to 12. Okay? Even 1, 11, 12, and 1, those are the witching hours. Now, this is a wonderful blessing for some of you guys. And I'm not going to put it past that. Some of you guys, you may be banishing someone out of your life. You may have been banishing someone to leave you alone because perhaps they hurt you. Perhaps they're karmic and they're nothing but trouble for you in your life. So this could also be a sign that if you're going to banish someone out of your life, you will be successful. Now, with the Three of Swords, it always talks about extreme suffering, hurt, and disappointment. And it always talks about, well, I can't say always, but 9 times out of 10, betrayal, cheating in a relationship. And when it is reversed, sometimes the pain is so deep, so all-consuming. And that is the energy of the Three of Swords, especially in reverse, the extreme pain. It's the very, 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 very traumatic. It's taking an honest look at the truth about what's going on, and try not in your banishment to feel the worst by focusing solely on the heartache and the suffering. More think about the solutions. Refocus your energy into a healing. Now, magic manifests itself in such odd ways, but one way that it always manifests itself, whatever you're feeling will become amplified. Hate, anger, revenge. Those are very powerful. And when you do a curse, like a banishment, you don't want to put all that angst into the spell, because when it does happen, and it will, it hurts you too. It hurts you in some way. I've seen people banish someone out of their lives in a third party, you know. And then at the same time that they've banished that third party, they also go through a breakup and suffering. And I say, well, what were your feelings during the spell? And it was hate and anger, and that person had to leave. And they were just so full of anger and revenge that the spell worked. The other couple did break up, but it also broke them up as well, because it was so powerful. I'm just saying so powerful because it is. It reaches both sides of the coin, the magic. So I do recommend, when you're doing a banishment spell, do it with truth. I'm not saying you have to do it in love. Whenever you do banishment dark work, you don't want to be all love and light, because that's not the energy that you need in banishment. But being in truth, fairness, that's the right way to do it. Temperance in the upright. Kind of knowing that you've been patient, knowing that it's the right time, knowing that this is the right thing to do, that this is toxic, that this is harmful. Knowing that you're doing it with pure intentions, that the relationship's not right for anyone. And that you want to protect the righteous, you want to protect the children, or you want to protect the one that doesn't deserve to be abused, or you want to protect yourself from the harm that this person is causing. And if you do it in a very just way, doing your banishment with discernment, doing it with truth, doing it with authority, doing it with power, a good head on your shoulders, if you will, that's going to work. I see really good results with that. This candle is strong. It looks to me in the cards that someone feels they are divine soulmates, divine lovers, twin flames perhaps, destined, and they feel they rightfully belong with this person, but this third party has gotten in the way. And this person says they've got to go. The success they're going to have is wonderful. They are going to reach success, especially if there's Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or Aquarius in this couple's chart. Great, great success. A few other strong elements of the zodiacs is Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Very much Pisces. Yep. So let's see what the oracles want to say about this banishment. Because someone's had enough. Someone has put their foot down and said, no more. No more am I going to allow this to continue to go on. It needs to stop. Oh, we're talking about banishment. And look what the cat dragged in. Dark moon. It's very much like dark magic. All right, so we just are going through that very soon coming up. It's also the number 13. As you know, the moon cycles in the number 13. So in the dark of your heart lives new breath, waiting to release its ghost. Bottom of the deck is the underworld. Head over to your unknown. A shift is near. Take a leap. Your journey is clear. April, I missed your message, hon. And you retracted it. Darn, I was just going to read it. So dark moon in the reverse says this. The flip side of the dark moon is giving someone time to rest so that they can be prepared for the next cycle in life. Often that means letting go and releasing things that have no place in life's new era. It's about taking time to focus on creating something new, to focus on new ideas. Be sure to let this feeling run its course. The best way to get over something old is to get excited about something new. By the way, the number on the book is 77. Look at all these synchronistic events. Now, I just told you the best way for this banishment to work is cursing someone out of your life and sending them off to someone new. That's the best way. And if you haven't done your magic yet, then take the advice of the cards. The best way to get this person banished and out of your life or out of your person's life is to send them away with someone new. Steph, can this pertain to my ex, which I did a freezer spell on because he manipulated my kids, not his, into believing he had multiple strokes to get us to feel sorry for him since I had left him. I hit the send too soon earlier and wasn't done. Okay, well, my experience, and I'm not the end-all be-all in magic, but I do practice magic. Freezer spells to me have been a peculiar thing. I know they've been popular in this modern age, but I'm more of the old school, the old witchcraft. I'm not extremely a fan of using things like freezers because there was no freezers that existed when the first beginnings of curses and banishments came around. Now, there was some where you cast them into a river or like a dark lake to be frozen over winter and things like that. But what the energy of freezing, and if you look at it as energy work, water holds emotions and it holds feelings. It is an interpretation of what the energy is around it. It becomes whatever the energy is around it. And what I love freezer spells when you want to hold something in its place. If you want to keep someone stuck, if you want to keep someone behind, if you want to keep someone still, if you want to stop someone from cheating, if you want to stop someone from leaving, if you want to stop someone from moving on, or you want to just stop someone in general. Freezer spells are more of stopping someone and keeping them in the same place. And first you speak that energy into the water. You speak it into the water. You put elements into the water to change the makeup of the water. An old rusty nail, lemon, sour, fermented energy. Swamp water is great. Toilet water even, something toxic, something nasty. Just bad toxic energy. If you get angry at someone and you spit into the water, that anger inside of you can go into the water. And even writing on a glass outside of the water evil things that you want to curse someone with, like disgust, pathetic, cruel, abusive, bad, malice, anger, just all these negative things. Even just writing terrible person on there. And you want to say things like, stop this toxic energy. I stop it. If you want to send someone to a dark place, you put that water with a bunch of dark energy and they will get stuck in a dark place. If you want to stop them from doing something to someone you love, like abusing them or cheating and things like that, you want to send water. You want to put energy into the water that has the energy of stop. And you're going to write that on the glass. You're going to write stop. You're going to put your hands in the water and kind of shake it and say, stop what you're doing. You're wrong. You're going to want to send that energy into the water and then put your person's name and photo and other things into the water. And then you freeze it to stop someone. And as long as that freezer works and keeps them stuck in the ice, they will not be able to leave that energy. But as far as a banishment, sending someone away, I don't think that a freezer spell would work. Now, that's my opinion. There are other witches that they have their own opinions, that they believe strongly in freezer magic, and they believe that keeping someone stuck somewhere else will keep them away from you. And that's fine. If you want to, do that, and there's people that believe in that, that's okay. But my advice on that is a freezer spell is not the way to go for a banishment. What gets rid of energy? Fire. Fire is a destroyer. Water can be too, in a sense, if it disintegrates paper. Like if it makes it disappear, it can wash something away. So in a sense, water can be a destroyer as well, but it takes a long time for water to destroy what fire can destroy in a second. So I feel if you want to destroy a relationship, if you want to send something away very quickly, if you want to banish someone away from someone else or someone, you're going to want to practice fire magic, black candles, black, everything black, because when you wear black, when you use black, it repels black back to where it came from. It repels the darkness. It absorbs it, actually, I guess is the technical term. Black absorbs light, but when you're dealing with dark people, evil forces, abuse, toxic energy, toxic karmic people, you want to send them back. You do it on a Saturday, which is why we're doing the banishment spell tonight in the magic circle. But you're going to want to do it on a Saturday, the 7th day of the week, the Sabbath. The 7th day is ruled by Saturn. That is the planet that rules banishments. That is the planet that rules the destroyer energy. So you're going to want to work with dark magic on a Saturday. It's also good to do on a Tuesday because that's the day of Aries. That is the day of Mars. That is the day of war. That is the day of fight. And if you want to fight for someone you love, you want to be empowered on that day, you could do it on a Tuesday. But Tuesday and Saturday are the greatest days. Anyways, but using your dark moon, this is the oracle that came out. It's advice. When you cast someone out, make sure you cast them out with somebody else. Get them attached to someone else. That's going to work faster, quicker, and better. Eat me, how do we undo a freezer spell if someone is doing one on us? Well, you would be very hard to know. Pray. Bless yourself, cleanse, purify, sage, connect with the trees, ground yourself to the earth, drums, high vibrational music around your home, surround your home in salt, bathe in salt, white crystals, but mostly prayers are going to keep you clean and pure away from any curses that somebody wants to do against you. If you are an evil person, and you want to get someone's spell away from you, it doesn't quite work the same though, because if you're a dark person and you're doing evil things, purifying yourself with those kinds of things are not going to help your energy. It's like you have a hex on you, and the only way away from that hex is to change. So the people that are cursed have a very hard time getting away from their hex because they have to change, because that is the law of the universe. That is the alchemical response. If you want this curse to be lifted off your head, change. Be no more the person that they hexed. If you're a good person and you feel that you've been hexed or cursed, that's when you do what I told you. Sage, white crystals, salt baths, salt your home, cleanse, purify, light white candles by your bed. And on Mondays, always ask for protection. So those are things that you can do. Also on Tuesdays, light a candle for the angels to fight for you to fight against the dark powers that attack you. Do magic and things like that. But yeah, these are things we're going to talk more about in the Magic Circle. If you guys want to be a part of that, it is available on my website. You can purchase the Magic Circle separately. Or if you are an Ultimate member, it's free. So be an Ultimate member and you can get in the Magic Circle. Okay. I saw some cancellations for most everybody in the Ultimate memberships, all of you, Sunval, Peaches, Diana. Who else was on there? There's one more person. A lot of you guys have been canceled from your cards. There was an issue with the cards. So please, if your cards have expired, update them, or go on the website and upload a new card if you got a new one, or if you have a credit card, make sure that that's up to date so we can be up and ready for the banishment spell and curse tonight. That way you guys can learn how to do this step by step on your own. The stuff that you're going to need, I will list in a, what do you call it? I guess it's just like a post, a community post. So I'll post over there if you guys want to see what ingredients are needed. I'll post it up so you could be ready for tonight. Don't forget your grimoire. Most of you guys have already gone out and bought one. But if not, you'll have time from now and then this evening to go get one. This is what mine looks like. You can get your own, but it's going to be your own grimoire, and you can start making your spells and documenting them. And If you don't want to put it in there yet, unless you see that it works, that's fine. I recommend that. You can wait on the grimoire. Just take pictures of your spells. You want to upload it to a document somewhere, and then just start to journal and document how your spell is working. I recommend writing daily any shifts in energies, any dreams, any visions, any intuitive hits about what's going on with your spell, because you kind of want to document day by day any signs that it's working, that you see anything strange, numbers on the clock, owls, feathers, crows, ravens, if you will, anything, just since you've done the spell, any signs, just to give you clarity that it's working. So make sure you guys have those. Yeah, but we're going to go through that more tonight in the Magic Circle. If you guys don't want to become a member on my website, you don't have to. You can join the Magic Circle separately. It's available on my website, listed below, jks1111.com. You can go there and just look up the Magic Circle. It has the Sanderson sisters on the image. It will tell you all about the Magic Circle. And then you just click on that, book now, and then you're going to be invited by email to join us in the private lives for the Magic Circle members only, okay? And then you can do the magic with us. And I will show you on camera how to dress your candle, how to cleanse it, how to consecrate it, how to cast, what to write, what to do. We're going to not just do one spell, we're going to talk about all banishment. So all banishment, well, all working banishment spells will be taught tonight in the Magic Circle. There's lots of different kinds of banishments. We're also going to talk a little bit about domination spells, because I think that sometimes doing a domination spell before you get to your cursing or your hexing or your banishment is a lot more powerful. So we're going to talk about how to do the proper way to dominate whoever it is you need to dominate. There's certain things that we do for that. There's certain colors we use. There's certain kinds of markers and sigils that we use. So we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to also talk about how to read your candles. So I've done this before a few years ago, but it's been a while, and we're going to talk about how to read your flame, how to read the candle wax, how to see the results of your work and what they mean. Okay? So if you want to learn more about magic, please, you're invited to the Magic Circle. If you missed tonight's class, it will be recorded and uploaded, and I will send it to your email when you do make payment if you miss it, okay? And you will get it at a later date. But that being said, so far these cards are very telling. It's been really hard for you to let go of what's happened to you. It's been very, very painful and highly emotional. I do feel that you've tried to work. There's two queens against each other. So I feel like you've tried to work with this person, because the Queen of Cups is very giving, very loving, very understanding. And I feel like this is you, and I feel like you've tried to to be friendly or understanding, but this person never wanted to work with you, never wanted to make peace. I feel like you've had to walk away from this energy multiple times. But I feel like it kept coming back to you. This has completely disrupted your relationship with your partner. You're finally going to put an end to it, because it's been very unequal. It's not 50-50. It's not been fair between you and this person. This person has taken advantage of you, used you, hurt you and the people you love, caused a very bad influence. You've known all along what dark energy was at work here, but the person that you've been involved with has not listened to you. The person that you love, the person that you've been with, has not taken your advice. You've given a lot of good advice, but they just thought it was biased, selfish, jealous perhaps. When it was really never any of those things. This person has come to you in secret. You guys have had secret conversations behind closed doors, behind secret apps, perhaps. Just anything to do in secret. You guys have had secret communication, and it has been more than friendly. I felt you were pressured into this. I don't think you wanted to be a part of this secret communication, but it just became that. It evolved into this, and you couldn't really find your way out. It looks like your partner has taken advantage of your kindness. It seems to me that you're very kind and understanding, very chill kind of person. Kind of, take it easy, laid back. Okay, I'll go along with that. Whatever works for now. Just very flowy, which is the Queen of Cups. Like, roll with the punches, go with the flow. Just, we're just going to get through this week, or we're going to get through today, or, I'm just trying to keep things at bay, keep peace between us. And so I feel like you've been very, very flowy. All the while knowing underneath it all that it bothered you, that you were highly emotional, that this was not right, that you wanted to do something about this. Your intuition and your discernment said, this is wrong. I don't like it. I don't want this. There was always this itch, this knowing that I'm not comfortable with any of this, and that there's more to the situation than meets the eye. That there's a lot more under the surface than what your partner's been telling you. You might have even thought yourself, is there dark magic involved in this relationship? I think there very much could have been, much to your surprise. Surprise, surprise. You thought you were the only one that did magic. You thought you were the only one that knew any of this, but it looks like somebody else may have been going to a high priestess behind closed doors. So you are not the only one that partook in this beautiful dark art. And by darkness, I don't mean evil, I mean secret, hidden. But here comes the sun, which is you finally wake up, you finally realize, okay, well, this is a fight against good and evil. This is a fight for my family. This is a fight for me that I have to do in this world. And I've been rejected for a reason. Maybe it hasn't all been natural. Maybe I haven't been rejected naturally. Maybe there was magic behind this the whole time. Maybe I've been going through so many trials and tribulations because somebody backstabbed me, betrayed me, lied, snuck around, did something dirty behind closed doors. Perhaps this fight is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, spirits, and dark forces. So you're like, the battle is more against than just flesh and blood. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of the right words. But you're realizing that you're up against someone who is not a dummy, someone who is not ignorant and plays dumb. I mean, you're up against someone who also may have a witch behind them or practice this themselves, or someone who's just very toxic and dark in general and very evil. And the definition of a toxic person and a toxic karmic. Now, if you want to rewind, I answered to you guys earlier why you might be dealing with a karmic relationship. It's all there in your chart. Don't get mad at the universe. Just get a better understanding of why and what you're dealing with. Once you understand that it is your spirit that makes all these decisions, that causes reactions, then you're able to take control. And that's what the high priestess knows. There is no blame to cause suffering. There's just responsibility. That maybe I consciously in this time and age did not make these karmic choices, but perhaps in a past life I did. And I am paying for those karmic repercussions today. That is what the high priestess understands. You were born innocent here in this world, and all memories of your past lives were gone. You don't know where you came from and what you did, and how you lived, and what happened. Only your chart reveals that, the secrets of the universe, the wisdom is there in the Akashic records. So it's there. You can access some of it, not 100% of it, but you can access some of it. You can get that knowledge by getting your chart read. Okay, you can get that knowledge. So just understand and make peace. If you've been seeing a lot of the fours, especially with the card of Temperance, I feel like the reason you've been seeing it is to make peace with your past and to create balance. Now, what are you supposed to be doing in this world? What is part of your spiritual purpose? If you want to look at your spiritual purpose, what you're supposed to learn and what you're supposed to do, you want to look at your Jupiter, which is the guru, the enlightenment, and the teacher. And he blesses through knowledge and wisdom, and he blesses through goodness and peace and forgiveness and all those good things. He blesses you through that. So start to look at your Jupiter, where it's placed, what planets are with it, what house it's in, and what zodiac. Then you want to look at, is it in an enemy sign? Is it in a friendly sign? Or is it in a neutral, supportive sign? So look at your Jupiter. It will show you what you're meant here to do. You know, what you need to do, what you really should strive to do. And if you're doing it, your path will become easier. Like, for example, some people, their Jupiter is, let's say, in their second house. They need to take care of their family. They need to support them financially. They need to take care of their in-laws. They need to take care of their children and their spouse. If they are not doing that, if they are not providing, they're going to have nothing but trials and tribulations. Struggles at work, struggles with friends, struggles in relationships. They're going to constantly struggle until they realize, I need to get the right job. I need to get the right placement to provide, because that's what I need to do. Once they start following that path, everything's going to fall into place. Money, love, children, family, peace, rest. The end of karmic stuff, you know? They just have to follow that path. Somebody else could have a path, let's say Jupiter in the 8th or the 12th. And you need to learn the dark arts. You need to learn magic. You need to practice the craft. You need to look into the Akashic records. You need to study astrology. You need to study palmistry. You need to study tarot. You need to study the runes. You need to study these spiritual things, meditations, yogas. Study these things. Read the dark and forbidden books. Get great knowledge in these things. You know, and then your path will open up for you. Once you start diving into what's dark and hidden and secret or forbidden, you're going to start to see your path open up, and things won't be so difficult. Say you have Jupiter in the first, you're going to have to really focus on yourself. If you don't take care of yourself or responsibility for yourself, if you don't make good decisions for your body, eat right, drink right, treat your body right, respect your body, don't reject what you were born with. If Jupiter's in the first, you're going to have a hell of a karmic path. You're going to be down a dark road of difficulty until you start blessing the body and blessing the self with what you were born with and who you really are, and making peace with your mind and what you are blessed with. You know what I mean? When you do that with Jupiter in the first, oh man, everything's going to open up. Relationships, money, career. And I'm not going to go into all the astrology for all the houses. I just wanted to give you guys some examples, because these are the kind of teachings that the High Priestess knows. Hi, Kirsten or Kristen. So she wants you to explore. She wants you to go find the hidden truths about your karmic path. Also making peace with your karmic. That's what she wants. Maybe you haven't extended the cup of peace or goodwill or forgiveness. Maybe now's the time to do that. If you've already done that and they still continue to abuse or be disrespectful, then you have every right to cast. But there is a warning. First, try to have forgiveness, understanding, and peace with the karmic. Once that has come and gone, and you feel that they're still there and they're a problem and it's righteous, then you go ahead and cast. Banish them out. These are some of the steps that must be done, because temperance is in reverse, and it really is saying, like, don't jump the gun, don't skip steps. Banishment takes time and understanding and patience, and it is a long road to success, but you will have it. But there are steps, and you have to have your foot firmly placed on the ground and one firmly into the spirit. If it's unequally yoked, then it's not going to go anywhere. So there is a warning there about that. But if you have done all these steps, you've extended peace, you've extended the olive branch, you've understood, you've forgiven, you've done all of this, then it's time to go ahead and do what you came to do. Queen of Cups, High Priestess, the Moon. Unleash your divine feminine powers. We all know the divine feminine rules the moon. The divine feminine rules the night and the magic and the spiritual realm. You are the queens and the empresses of this realm. You dictate and operate how this energy flows and grows. So make sure. Yes, you want to make sure you have the North Indian. So anyways, your dark magic. The underworld is here to support you, your ancestors. This is Hispanic Heritage Month. Whoop, whoop to everybody here. Don't forget your ancestors. Call upon them. The underworld, they are waiting. Hand over your worries, your needs, your fears. Have your ancestors step in to help you banish and curse this toxic demon from your life. I say demon mindfully because the demon in your chart is Rahu and Ketu, the north and south node of the moon. That is the demon. And when you are ready to cast that demon out and you've solved those issues, you go ahead and you curse and you cast. Because they are not meant to create so much chaos continuously. They are there to create chaos for you to learn, to grow, to experience, to change. They are the alchemical temperance in essence. The cups, in a sense, represent the north and south node of the moon. The cups that this angel is tampering with is good and evil, light and dark, Rahu, Ketu. Karma if you will. And he is the temperance angel, which is the fix-it angel. And if you do want to fix this, we make peace. And we balance out light and dark, good and evil, Rahu and Ketu. We want to create a healthy balance where we say we've received what we needed to receive and we want peace now.
Mama, the wife event on Fortnite just happened. So there was a big Dr. Doom boss we had to defeat.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, we defeated him and all of his mask is broken. And yeah, so that was the event.
Well, congratulations. Enjoy your time.
Thank you. And it was pretty fun.
I love you.
I love you.
Eat me, your Jupiter's in the 8th, which apparently makes good for making money, but I'm poor. No, the 8th house is about losses, honey. Yeah, the 2nd house is money. Jupiter has an expansion of loss in the 8th. But you also want to check what zodiac sign it is in. What zodiac sign is it in? And are there, well, it doesn't really matter right now. I don't want to confuse you. But is there any other planets with it? Or is it by itself? I can't move this. Okay, Kristen, mark my words written on both sides of the nodes so it wouldn't make matter or no difference. Truthfully, seeing is have market with B for birthmarks, baby, and me on Chopit, and also calf lower leg. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about, Kristen. Oh, is that a tattoo? You've got mark my words. Oh, written on both sides of the nodes. Oh, so wouldn't make matter. Huh. Yep. They are the scales. They are the cups. They deliver. That's for sure. And notice how, in my opinion, my interpretation of these cups, much like Rahu and Ketu, Rahu would be down here receiving all the water. So Rahu is drinking it up, taking, receiving. That's Rahu. Ketu is pouring out, getting rid of, letting go, releasing. So know that with your nodes, this does make a lot of sense. One is getting rid of and one is receiving. But these are the karmas. And when one is filled, in the next life, they'll switch places. You know what I mean? They twist. So this is just how it works, and it goes around the clock like so. The clock is your birth chart, God's plan, your will, your purpose. All right, so we've gotten through these cards. We're going to get into the karmic and just see where they're at. But just right now, just before we put this away, this was the big question. Is my curse, my hex, my banishment spell going to work? Like I said, we're all going to be doing banishments tonight between 7 and 9 Mountain Standard Time. If you want to join us to do these curses, please join us. It's available on my website, The Magic Circle, or just become an ultimate member, and it will be free. But, yeah, it's going to work. This is a yes. 8 of Cups, 3 of Swords in reverse. Finally, it's going to work. Peace will be made. You know in your heart of hearts what's right, what's wrong. If you cast and you curse righteously, you will get good results back into your life. If you do it not in a mindful way, if you do it in an emotionally disrespectful, not well thought out way, you may not get the results that you want. So be very careful on how and which you do the dark arts. All right. So this is a yes. Your banishment will work if you take the warnings and heeds of all of these. It looks like you and this person were not getting along extremely well for some time. It looks like, I should leave it the way it was. The Page of Cups in the reverse and Temperance in reverse. There's been a lot of arguments. You really wanted this to end. All you've ever offered this person is respect and consideration and support. But this third party getting in the way has caused nothing but strife and drama between the two of you, and you just feel like we have a burden, we have a mountain between us, we have this karmic between us that needs to be rid of. And this is a very good ominous warning that to the other partner, they're out of here. They're not supposed to be here. Did you know, for a lot of you, you may not believe this until right now, but sometimes you have been given a karmic path. I'm not saying for all of you, but for some of you, a karmic path with a third party karmic partner. So you will learn to practice this magic. So you will open up your little bag of divinity. A lot of the reasons many people have been given this third party karmic path is to explore their shadow side and discover the roots of their power, and to operate like the high priestess, using their wisdom and knowledge, their sacred divine feminine wisdom, to cast, to curse, to banish, to bless, to call in, and to use the craft, because that is your birthright. So for many of you, a lot of the reason you've been given this third party is to wake you up into who you are as a high priestess. So be thankful to that karmic for waking you up to this, because you may not have ever known it otherwise. All right, so now we're just going to get some down low on what's been going on in Karmicville. So in Karmicville, there's a fiery queen. This karmic feels like they are a fool. They've made decisions to be on this journey, on this path with this person, and boy, oh boy, these are not the results they expected. This karmic feels like the weight of the world is on their shoulders alone. This queen is very selfish. And I do mean selfish as in all they think about is themselves. They are what's important, their feelings, their desires, their wants, their needs, their mission, their journey. You know, that's what they're experiencing. You know, this is a one-way street. And that's why we have the Fool and the Three of Wands. Like, this is about me. Very Aries, very first house. This is where I'm pulling my information from, is the Aries, the Fool card. It's very much about the self. And the Queen of Wands is pulling in that fifth house, which is, it's about me. You know, all eyes on me, my needs, my wants, my desires. This karmic plays a lot of games. This karmic also feels like they're juggling money between one account to the next. This karmic moves money from their savings to their checkings and back and forth, just trying to stay afloat. There's some kind of concern that they just don't have the money that they need. Some kind of worry too that the world is in chaos. You know, but there's also this worry that we don't have enough to get by, to make it. be sparing, be respectful. This karmic is like, you know, go easy on the household needs. Like, don't overuse the paper towels or the toilet paper. Don't overuse the Cokes and whatever sodas we buy in the fridge, like one a day. Like, don't overdo it. We need to balance. We need to keep a hold of what we have. And she's very much telling children this, or she treats her partner like a child, or maybe all of the above, but it's treating everyone like mindless children that need to be told what to do by mama. And it's, you all don't know any better. I'm the one that keeps us above water. I'm the one that keeps this house afloat. I'm the one that does it all. It's me, and it's me, and it's me, and all of you could help out a little more. Kind of like sending out a mass text saying, I did this and that. You guys need to do this and that now. And there's no boundaries. This person does not respect other people's boundaries. This is disrespect, 9 of Wands in the reverse. I don't respect your needs. I don't respect your boundaries. I don't respect your anything. It is about me, Aries, Ace of Wands. What I say goes. When I wave the wand, I'm the ruler here. You need to remember who is in charge. Who is the master of this roost? Who is the ruler? With the Ten of Swords, we have someone that wants to give up. Look at this, 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, both in reverse. This is a very, very painful experience for their partner or their children, but this person is feeling very defeated and not sure how they're going to get through even the next day. It's every day is dreaded. Why is this such a terrible experience? I do think the karmic is playing the victim and the martyr. The karmic is holding on to the past and experiences that make the karmic very angry, and the karmic needs to release those thoughts and feelings. The karmic knows they need to say goodbye to this life, but it's very sad and very hard to say goodbye. And the karmic feels very disappointed in her children or her partner. This could be a him, by the way, but you know what I mean. And it's very hard for the karmic to really want to cut ties with this person and perhaps their children or this lifestyle. Now that the swords are being removed because it's in reverse, it is time to say goodbye, and it's time to heal. There's always a reason for everything. And what is the lesson that this karmic has learned? And that's really what the universe is asking the karmic. Haven't you experienced enough? Didn't you learn enough? Your needs are not getting met here. And I will say the karmic's needs are absolutely not met, because here at the end we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And when that shows up in reversed, there's financial loss. And it's this Queen of Wands rules the roost, but at what cost? This Queen of Wands has been too focused on achieving material wealth at the expense of her own lover, her own family, her own children. There's a sense of low self-worth and too much focus on money. And I really want to say this karmic is living beyond her means or beyond his means. This person goes around with name brand clothes, name brand watches, red lipstick, pretty nails, a nice car, a pretty house with a yard and a fence in the back, and, you know, 2-car garage, you know what I mean? Just like living the lifestyle, but not having the money to support that. It's like you roll around on all this and that when you could sell most of these things, recoup that money, and pay off your debts, and live somewhere more within your means. Perhaps forego the house and go for the condo or the townhome. Why are we keeping up with the Joneses? What's wrong with an apartment? And people will say, well, apartments cost just as much as a house these days. Not necessarily. The utilities are more. The upkeep of the home is more, and it's a lot more home to clean and more rooms to fill. And you don't get all the, extra bonuses. So a house may be just as much as an apartment, but what do you get with an apartment? You get a pool, you get a hot tub, you get a gym, you get a gated community, you get a dog park, you get updated appliances, you know, you get a garage as well, perhaps, or you get all these things, and you live a little bit better than you would in a home, perhaps. You know, for perhaps in a home, it's more for utilities, it's more for insurance. I'm talking about renting. Obviously, owning is the best way to go. Owning a home is far better than renting a home or renting an apartment. But if you're renting a home, it's just as much as an apartment. If you own a home and if you have a good interest rate, your mortgage is probably less than rent. But perhaps being a roommate or perhaps sharing an apartment, and I'm talking about something, you know, $1,500. And I've been in property management for years, guys. I did that professionally, so I know what I'm talking about. But not all apartments all across the globe are the same, but majority of apartments, nice apartments, you can find a very good deal in a nice apartment. The deposit is far less. A home expects first and last month's rent. I know that if you're renting. An apartment will give you like a $350 or $600 deposit deal, which is half of any of that. Less than half of what you would pay in home for the deposit, the initial. And I do know most apartments provide all the amenities. They also include trash, where the home is separate. They include some utilities, which would be internet. A lot of apartments, at least in Colorado Springs, include internet. And I know a lot in Arizona and New York and Georgia and Florida also include internet in a lot of the apartment rentals. So they'll have it included in the rent. They'll have water, and they'll have internet, and they'll have trash included in the rent. So that's a big perk. Then you get the pool and the hot tub and the gym. You also get other amenities such as the clubhouse for other parties and events you may have. The dog park's always included, and there's usually a community park if you have kids. So apartments are really fun, and it is more affordable than some houses, depending on where you go. Because most apartments, you're looking at $15,000 to $2,000 a month with all of that. And the houses, rental. Now I'll get into buying in a minute, but rental houses are generally $2,300 to $2,500 in general. But you do get more. You do get more bedrooms with a house, and you do get the yard. Well, Los Angeles is a lost cause, eat me. We're literally bringing up the most expensive city in the world besides New York City. Okay, let's exclude the major hubs of America. We're going to exclude New York City and we're going to exclude LA. Okay, Hollywood. We're going to exclude those because those are outrageous. And we all know the more popular a city, the more living cost is going to be. But in basic places, Mesa, Arizona, Colorado Springs, Colorado, you know, Jacksonville, Florida, like, you know, basic places, you know, not major city hubs, because even Denver, Colorado is going to cost more than Colorado Springs. So I'm not going to, we'll exclude the major cities, but most general places you can get quite a bit for your money renting an apartment. So yeah, renting something like that would be great for some people, but you do get the home with the yard and all of that. And it's a few $100s more, but for a lot of people, it's worth it because you just get more for your money. It's like going to an all-you-can-eat buffet. You know, as far as the space, the square footage, the parking. So I'm not talking about luxury. I'm just talking about mediocre, medium living. Now, Eat Me, I know you struggle and you're more in poverty than mediocre living. So I know you struggle with that. So that is like a special case. And I know there's people out there that make a lot of money that aren't even concerned about living expenses because they're more upper class. They're not concerned about it. I'm just talking about the average medium income. So I know it's a lot, it's much more difficult for people in poverty, people really struggling. That's a whole different thing. Definitely. But this Queen of Wands is not in poverty, although I think she's living beyond her means. I think that she's definitely beneath middle class. I feel that way because there's a lot of struggle. There's a lot of struggle and there's a lot of struggle financially. So back to this reading, this is someone who is living what I would say a nice upper class lifestyle, but they cannot afford it. Now, I've seen a lot of people, especially where I live in the Midwest and stuff, you know, having a house with a 2-car garage is common. Most people want to live in a house. But some people out here cannot afford that. Some people are out here saying, well, I'm torn between spending a lot in an apartment or getting a house. And what I'm seeing is barely making it. Now, you can spend less in an apartment. This Queen of Wands could be single, by herself or with a kid, living in a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment, saving hundreds every month. But this Queen of Wands wants to live in a house and wants to pay that $2,300 a month price, or that $2,100 or that $2,000, you name it. It's like, I want to pay that price, even though I can barely make it. They make it, but barely. This is by the skin of your teeth. This is like, I got to rob Peter to pay Paul every month. I got to juggle the bills. I got to juggle the payments. I got to juggle how much I spend at the store. We don't have extra money to go out anywhere is what I'm seeing. Like going on a trip, going on a vacation, going out to eat, going out to the movies weekly, you know, that's not happening here. We have a struggle. Or we have somebody that's creating a struggle in their life. Mama Sabrina and her little rascal stuff. Has markers been found? Yes, he's been found. He's taking a break, a little sabbatical here from social media. He's very busy. He has some illness in the family, not him personally, but someone dear and close to him. And I will not disclose his personal information because, you know, that's his place. But he is caring for others right now, and a lot of his family needs him, and he's just taking that time to be there and be that rock for his family, and just stepping away from the social media, as he's probably going through a lot of emotional worries as well for himself and what's going on in his life, and the changes that are happening in his family, and some things that he's going through. You know, these eclipses have not been easy on anyone. Some people get hit harder. He's been hit pretty hard at home with family. And so, yeah, he's okay. I told him we're all worried about him. We all love him, and we're all here for him. And whenever he's ready to come back, if he's ever ready to come back, we'll be here. But yes, he's okay. Thank goodness. So this karmic, like I said, is just kind of living beyond her means. And I think that's a lot of the problem, but there's also a problem with whoever they're with is not stepping up. So this karmic is the man of the house, or the pants in the house, or the provider in the home, and the other person is a small support. And it's just the karmic saying, you don't do enough, you're not making enough, you're not bringing home enough, you're not working enough, you're just not enough. And that's the abuse here. Money is not going to buy love, and money's not going to buy happiness. This karmic has put a lot of money into her man. And she thought after maybe 7 years, or maybe after 2 years, whatever, after all this money and time and energy spent in this relationship, maybe he'd be faithful. No, this person is not faithful, extending emotions, love, and sexual support somewhere else. Not faithful. Maybe there is still some sexual energy going into her bedroom, but not all of it. And I think she's aware of that she plays the fool, 3 of Wands, but she knows more than she says she knows. This karmic is aware of the burden and the heavy weight on her shoulders that her person is out giving to another. Like, she carries that knowledge. Yet she stays, hoping things are going to get better. You know, maybe he's going to finally open up that business and it's going to be booming. Or maybe after all these years, he's seen how I've dedicated myself here. He'll just one day wake up and go, I really appreciate you. I love you, and I'm not going to cheat anymore. But there is this knowing, I really know that this is not going to work. I need to have a fresh start. This is where the wheel starts turning. And there's a loss and an embarrassment. 6 of Wands in the reverse, 2 of Wands. She knows it's coming, but the High Priestess has warned her. So there could be a tarot reader, there could be a psychic, there could be an intuitive. Maybe it is her own knowing. Knowing that this will end. Queen of Swords is like, we're going to cut it off. This is over. This is going to end. You're going to be on your own in a new beginning, and you know this. You know this is coming. You know you need to start packing. You need to start thinking about where you're going to move, because this is not going to work. This is over, the world. We've gotten the world twice now. It's definitely over. So I feel like this karmic is like fighting a fight that she knows won't be won. But, you know, hey, we're just going to fight it anyways. This karmic is competitive. This karmic is probably a fire sign in tropical. and an earth sign in Vedic. She puts up a good fight because she's very competitive. She doesn't want anyone else to get what she couldn't get. That's too humiliating and too humbling. This karmic is a faker. Also, there's a lot of fake. I'm fine, I'm happy, this is what we are, it's all fake. It's not real. It's just a show. I know, honey. I don't know why YouTube does that. I don't understand the cycles, but I don't get notifications either on all my subscriptions, but I also have like 100 people I'm subscribed to. So I've noticed it only gets me notifications over the recent ones I've been watching, like within the last 24 hours. Or the ones that trend or the ones I'm watching a lot of. It will notify me of them. But not everyone I put the bell all. Like it doesn't do that. Yeah, they do. They really do, Mama. But there's a 6-week downfall that's about to happen for this karmic because in 6 weeks, they're going to be making a decision that will affect the outcome here. I think the only reason they've stuck around again is to save face and because they have a lot of competitive edge. Do I ever go live on TikTok? No, but I should. Maybe I will today. I used to. I'm going to try to go live on TikTok after this video, and I'll do 6 free tarot readings live on TikTok. So anyways, this person, I just had all my announcements about the magic circle about 90 minutes ago. And just to kind of redo that, it looks like everyone got canceled this month because their cards were declined. So make sure your cards are up to date and paid for your memberships. But yes, we're doing the magic circle tonight between 7 and 9. It's in the title of this video as well. So the magic circle is between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time today. Make sure you have all your stuff. We are going to be doing banishment and curses and hexes tonight. So everything dark we're going to be studying here tonight. I'll try to get through as many of those spells as we can. We have still 3 to 4 more Saturdays to go through them. So there's a lot to cover, but I'm going to pick at least 3 of the best for tonight. And we will conduct a banishment. And this could be for you or for someone else, or you could just at least learn how to do it. But that will be tonight's video. And if any of you guys want to be a part of it, please go to my website and purchase the Magic Circle, jks1111.com. Or if you are an ultimate subscriber, it is free. The 50% off for the basic subscribers is only going to be good till today. Well, maybe this weekend because we're just starting. After that, it will be full price except for the ultimate subscribers. So that way you guys can watch the whole thing. Okay. All right. The discount code is 50 now. all caps. And that is for the basic subscribers and the names on those lists. That code won't work for everyone else. Okay. If you're an ultimate subscriber, it's easy. I'm just going to add your email to the list and email you guys because you're already on the VIP list. You're welcome, Doja. So this karmic is facing a 6-week hurdle. How do we sign in if there's no login info? You don't sign in. You're just part of the membership. There should be a login when you first get in with your invite towards watching bonus videos. But for everything else, I email it. So the magic circle isn't a login. The magic circle is an invite by your email. So I'll send you the live link about 10 minutes before we start. And then you just click on it. But we are starting at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So about 6:50, start looking in your email for the invite. Yeah, you'll get an invite tonight. And then Eat Me, you should have that connection. You've never had it for my website? That's crazy. Well, I'll check your emails, honey, and see what's up. Maybe there's been some spams or something going on. Just a link to renew the basic. Okay. Well, I'll go on the website and double check for you. So back to this reading, I see an ending. It's fought because of the competitive nature of this karmic. They're very concerned about their image, very concerned about how things look to the public. It's very important to them. So this karmic is hanging on. Even though this relationship is not enough for them and very disrespectful, it crosses their boundaries. This karmic is upset. Really knowing that this new beginning is supposed to happen, but kind of giving the finger and saying no to the universe because they're like, I haven't gotten what I wanted to get out of this. And I got this sudden image of how they must feel. And have you guys been at like, well, everyone's been to a claw machine where the claw goes down to get the prize. And so many people put money into it and they're like, oh, they just don't get the toy. So finally somebody walks away like, damn it, okay, I put a lot of money into this claw machine. I never got the toy. I'm giving up. I'm not going to let the machine take all my money. And as they walk away to go do skee ball or something, somebody else comes around the corner, puts in one charge, and walks away with the prize. That is the anger that this karmic doesn't want. It's like, I'll be damned to buy this person all this clothes or be here all these years or give this person all this experience in relationships and a home and a family to have them turn around and give that all to somebody else. You know, there's this kind of ownership thing going on with the Queen of Wands. And this karmic is the Queen of Wands. And this karmic is just like, oh, I'm not going to lose everything I put into this guy. You know, I'm not going to do it. But at the same time, I know you're not enough for me. You're not good enough for me. Now, the embarrassment that this person goes through is great. The person this karmic is with is hurt and embarrassed and made fun of and ridiculed almost daily. There's been a lot of abuse. It's been so painful. This person is upset that they're even in this relationship, but they're there because they can't support themselves. So this person that is with this toxic and abusive karmic is only there because there's no way they could pay for their own way. Like they just can't, not 100%. And then a lot of you say, well, if they can't pay their own way, why doesn't this person just be with me and go half with me? Or why doesn't this person just get a friend that could be a roommate? Why doesn't this person just go get out of the situation and go somewhere else? There are other options. You know, and the karmic's probably asking the same question, like, haha, well, they want to be with me because if they could go somewhere else, they would. You know, they would want to, but they don't want to. They want to stay here. They want to take my abuse. They want to be here and put up with me because they love me, because they're into me. But that's really not the truth. They're not there because of love or desire or wants. It's all financial. They just don't have what it takes to make it on their own, period. And so they are putting up with the toxic abuse from the karmic. And they've taken all they can take. They've been disrespected 100% of the time. They are treated like a child. And where is this relationship headed? Towards the dump. There is no relationship. There's no partnership. There's no relationship. There's just control. There's just I own you and you owe me. That's all that's here. Now the Wheel of Fortune is like the times are about to change. The wheel's going to turn. You're going to be let down. You're not going to get what you want out of this, but you are going to be forced to make a new decision for your life. Both of you. Both of you have a choice at one point to turn around and continue this BS or get out of this. It's kind of like a get out of jail free card. You can get out of this if you want to. This person is exhausted and overwhelmed and shut down. This person doesn't even want to talk or text this person. There's like, I don't even want to communicate with you. I've got nothing left to say to you. I don't want to talk to you. But the Queen of Wands demands that you will talk to me. You owe me money. You owe me time. You know, you owe me energy. You will talk to me. And if you don't talk to me, I'll force you to talk to me by using the kids against you or with you to get you to talk, which is very controlling. Now, this is her man's love and body and respect has gone to someone else. He's taken it somewhere else. This Queen of Wands feels very unappreciated. It's like, look at all I'm doing for all of you peasants. Don't you appreciate your queen? She doesn't realize how bossy, cruel, and controlling and abusive she really is. She's just like, be grateful for all I've done for you, scum. Whatever's happening, the success that the Queen of Wands thinks is going to happen is not going to happen. She thinks everyone's going to love and respect her. She thinks everyone's going to look up to her and admire her and give her thanks and admiration and appreciation. But really, everyone's going to talk crap about her behind her back. Everyone's going to say how controlling, how rude, how bossy, like, yes, sir. You know, they're not going to show her the feminine, loving respect that she really desires, the appreciation. She's going the wrong way to get it. Anyways, she just feels extremely unappreciated. What is the message here for the karmic as far as the oracle goes? We have Black Cat and Greet. Oh, sorry, not Greet. Greet the darkness. Here is where the spine bends and the mouth quivers, breathes the hidden and the pieces that make you whole, but cut deep with all their sharp edges. So this is the truth, you know? And then we have this black cat. There's a curious journey into the depths of the unknown, hidden so deep that only the brave will gracefully return with the light in their eyes and the shadow leading home. This looks very much like the Six of Wands to me, in my opinion. So the outcome here is we're moving on. Okay, Chariot number 7, right? Bye. We're out of here. And it says, hello, cat with 9 lives. The black cat comes purring into the reading. And by the way, she's a Leo because we have the Queen of Wands, which is the 2 lion cats. This person could be a Leo in tropical and a Virgo in Vedic, or a cat in the Chinese zodiac. I don't know. Anyways, the black cat comes purring into your reading when you're being asked to find your own independence. It's time to grab some me time. It's easy to get lost in the chaos when you have a lot going on. The karmic is going to take a few steps back to see the bigger picture and in some way get a fresh idea with the Ace of Wands. Remember, time doesn't have to be so dramatic. The black cat asks the karmic to learn the power of saying no. We all have boundaries. 9 of Wands in reverse that's been stepped on. It's time to say, I have a boundary. I will not tolerate this. Nor can we expect others to know when we have too much on our plates. It's a sign of self-respect. In the long term, those in your intermediate circle, you cannot give what you do not have. So this is exactly what I've mentioned. Number 1, financially, the karmic is living beyond their means. Number 2, the karmic is running a household with energy the karmic does not have. Number 3, the karmic is allowing a partner to disrespect them and walk over them like a mat, and that's not going to work because the more that the karmic demands respect, the less she will get. So there's just loss after loss after loss. I don't know why that code is not working. That's really frustrating me. I've been through this so much with Square, and I've entered 4 different codes just to make sure that it works, and I'll work on it again. I hate this thing. I feel like I should leave Square and go somewhere else. I don't know why. If you can't go on my website and purchase the Magic Circle and put a code in, I'm going to have to call the company. So I'll see if they're open today. I don't know. They might just be a Monday through Friday. But I'll check, okay? If anything, worst case, just write down the price of the Magic Circle, deduct it by 50%, and go pay it on Cash App if that code's not going to work. And you can still do your coaching, Doja. If you pay full price on coaching, you can get the Magic Circle. Yes. Yes. So anyways, yeah, this karmic is just not having a good day, having a good time, just feeling extremely, honestly, just not seen for who they really are and kind of disrespected. But this is not the way to get what you want by being dominating and like a dictator and threatening and, you know, being somewhat abusive in some way. This is not it. This is really not it. Yeah, Doja, if you pay full price for one, I'll give you half price on the other one. And you could just do it on Cash App. Put a note in there for what it is. And I'll include you in the email lists. So I want you guys to know that not all karmics are cruel and evil. Yes, they can be abusive, dictatorship, controlling. Oh, Doja, you can, I'm sorry, honey. You could just do it in, I can't think of the word. Huh? my gosh. Donations on my website. Just put it in donations and put the notes in donations, what it's for, and I'll jot that down until I can call them and figure out why the discount code is not working. Yeah, just do full price on the coaching and half price on the magic circle. And in the donation, you could do the math with the calculator and just do it that way. So this has been so ridiculous. I can't believe that this person thinks by being controlling and dictating, they're somehow going to change the way people treat them. And this is a lesson of humiliation that I think the karmic is going to go through. But this too will come to an end. And honestly, they're not a terrible person. They want respect. They want love. They want someone they don't have. It's like they got someone and they want to make that person into an individual that they are not. You know, it's like stealing someone's man or taking a father away from a family and hoping they'll be a great father to your kids. It's never going to work. You know what I mean? It's like, don't try to take someone away from someone else and expect that to work out really well for you, because it never does. But that's kind of what this Queen of Wands thought she could do. It's just take someone away from a situation they were failing at and make them win with them. And it didn't work that way. You know, this person is who they are, and this is a karmic relationship, and the karmic needs to respect other people's boundaries as well as her own. And if she's not getting what she wants out of the deal, it's time to say no deal. I'm out of here. I don't want to be a part of this. Now, at the end of the day, greet the darkness says, the karmic has pulled this card to the reading to go deep into their dark corners of truth, the dark parts of themselves that are beautiful and still are yet to be discovered. They can do this by confronting an old wound, lost memories, and feelings of shame and or guilt or disappointment. This is called the karmic's shadow work. And it allows the karmic to make friends with their demons rather than hide from them. What seems like a monster is really a lost part of needing love and support. When feelings such as anger and resentment and chaos come around, it is because those feelings are trying to protect them. And the only way they know how, anger and chaos. They feel in complaining, they're going to get attention and their needs met. And getting mad and angry and fighting, change is going to happen. But once they confront their demons, they learn that they've been surrounded in a situation that's not for them. And it will begin to come to the surface. And they're going to have to greet the truth with respect and know that this is not their path. So anyways, yeah. So I feel like the karmic, this is just not happening. I'm going to end this with what the person is going through with the karmic. And if you guys want to join me on TikTok, I'm going to give away 6 free readings on TikTok. So I'll be doing that in a few minutes. Just go to TikTok, look up JKS1111. Find me over there. I'll go live. Maybe I'll have some luck over there. Let's do some readings over there. Hi, Stephanie. It's been over a year. No hurting. I paid for the 55 half price on Cash App. Oh, Cash App. The new code didn't work when you were doing half off, and I paid 110 Love Tarot. Oh, Christina, I'm sorry, honey. Well, let's get you done. I'm sorry. Let me write you down. Christina Krantz. Let's take care of you this weekend. I'm going to write you down on my list. Okay, Christina Krantz. All right. The 111 one half off. Okay. I will record that and send that to you. I'll do it on Sunday. I'm sorry about that. I do. Yes, I need your email, especially if it wasn't put in the system. Can you leave it in the comments below, and I will erase it. I won't leave it public like that for too long. Don't put it in the chat. Just put it in the comments below the video, and I'll jot it down, and I'll hide that comment, okay? As soon as I heart it, you'll know I saw it. Okay. You're welcome, Christina. Divine timing, right? Always happens that way. So let's see what's going on with the person real quick. Oh, thank you for your patience, Christina. Let's see the person that is with the karmic. Spirit, guide and direct me with the person that is with the karmic. Show me what's going on with him or her. Show me what that energy is all about. Current energy for this person. Ooh, definitely dealing with a Leo. This person is holding back, being strong. Woo, strong as hell. This person is holding back from their karmic Leo. They're just like withholding their love, withholding their body, withholding their energy. It's like, you can't touch me, you can't call me, you can't have me. They do not want this to become anything else. They're not even putting in energy or effort into this relationship anymore. The karmic has been trying to get attention off of this person, like dressing up in lingerie or wearing red lipstick or, you know, doing their hair in a new way or dressing really sexy or, you know, whatever. It's like, I'm going out tonight or I'm gone and I only get back when you're home or whatever. But this person's trying to get this person's attention, and this person doesn't give a hot damn. It's like, nope, no, not interested. 5 of Cups, you hurt my feelings way too much. This person probably has Scorpio. This is an older male, a masculine energy, at least. Even if it's a female, it's an older masculine energy. Definitely Scorpio, King of Cups, very sensitive. Already thinking about a way out. Oh, I did now I told you in the beginning of my reading, if you all were here 117 minutes ago, I was shuffling the very first shuffle for the karmic. And whether your spell was going to work or not, the banishment. And I said, I see the King and Queen of Cups, but I didn't pull them out, but I saw them in the shuffle. They came out together. And I said, I think 2 water signs are going to be coming together. As we continued that reading, we saw that the banishment is going to work in Karmicville. We saw the karmic is clearly unhappy and angry and doing her thing as the Queen of Wands, trying to get control and power and respect in ways she's not getting it, belittling and demanding and treating her man or woman like a child, and maybe also mistreating children. Not the way to get it. So that's ending. We just did that reading a second ago. Now we're coming into the person that's with the karmic, and here he is. And he could be a she. But standing just like the Queen of Wands and his King of Wands. So we have 2 Leo energy, but this guy has a Leo and a Scorpio placement. Aries is definitely throughout both of them as well. But nonetheless, he's sitting here like, you the Queen of Wands? Okay, I see you. Honey, I'm the King of Wands. You are not going to try to control me. No, you will not control me. You will not treat me like a child. You will not belittle me. You will not put me in a corner. So the King of Wands is like, how dare you, Queen of Wands, try to control me? That's a no-go. So I think they're very much alike. They might have birthdays in the same month. Maybe the same month of September, maybe the same month of August, something like that. Not to mention we have some Scorpio going on here. So we could be doing something in November or December as well for birthdays here. Or maybe they're just moon signs. But nonetheless, this person is just like, who do you think you are? How dare you? How dare you? Now I'm going to withhold my money, my body, and my time. You're not going to see me. When I get out of work, I'm leaving. When I come home, I'm going right back out again. When I'm at home around you, I'm doing my own thing, or I'm going to sleep on the floor, or I'm going to watch TV on the couch longer than usual, or I'm going to go out with a friend and help them move or whatever. But you will not control me. And then with this magician in the reverse, it's like, I'm fooling you. I will only play this card to fool you. Literally a fool. I am fooling you. I'm not into you. I don't love you, and I don't want you, and I am no longer attracted to you. This man is not attracted to the karmic. Their face, their eyes, their lips, their body, nothing. They're like, you don't do it for me anymore. Why? Because your attitude sucks. Your personality sucks. I'm not into you. You've completely turned me off. When the magician is reversed, this person is saying they feel blocked, like they have no power in this relationship, no say, and their confidence has been belittled so much that they're looking out for others right now. They're looking out there for another relationship. And they no longer trust the person they're with, and they are no longer trustworthy. Mostly this person is like, I don't trust the karmic. I think you're a whore. I think you're playing yourself. I think you're having an affair. I think you're cheating. And maybe the karmic is. Maybe the karmic's getting even because this person's cheated before. So maybe the karmic's like, well, you cheated on me, so I can cheat on you. Plain and simple. Or maybe they're just giving them that illusion. But nonetheless, the person does not trust the karmic. This person regrets being with the karmic and regrets a lot of decisions they've made up until this point. They feel really bad, and to be honest, they're looking out like what they could have had with somebody else. 3 of Wands. Somebody else somewhere over the rainbow out there in the distance. They're hoping that they can rekindle or have a relationship with a Queen of Cups that they feel is better suited for them. King and Queen of Cups. They really don't want to be this person anymore. They want to take responsibility and be a divine masculine. They want to be a good father. They want to be a good husband. They want to be a good partner to someone else. They want to have a better relationship with someone else. And I think they're willing to put in the work with this other partner. Yeah, they're willing to dedicate themselves and be loyal and kind and giving to this other partner. The Star, which is their real wish fulfillment. And they may even have a child. I see a family here, a mom, a dad, and a baby boy. So they may have a child with this person, but they are willing to put in the work and repair, because the Star is repair, replenish, rejuvenate another relationship, Queen of Cups. So they're already looking out on the horizon, literally, for someone else. So anyways, yeah, that's how this person feels. That's what's going down with this person. They feel disrespected, unappreciated, unseen. They feel foolish, and they are absolutely taking control back in their lives and holding back completely from the karmic. And what I'm hearing is, if you want war, I'll give you war. If you want war, I'll give you the war. So here we have the cauldron. Bewitching, yes, it be. Blink and you shall see a bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. So I like that, a bubbling desire. Okay, and then down here we have a wolf, and we talked about the number 44 in this reading. Devour the ferocious calling within the howling of your spirit. Run wildly into the freedom of your knowing, which is the moon card. The 2 wolves. So the 2 and 2, look at that. So the moon, again, connecting them to a moon water sign energy, most likely. But they are being called by the moon, by the witch, by the cauldron. And number 10, Wheel of Fortune, to get out of this situation. So let's see what fate has to say for this person that is with the karmic. A cauldron is essential for the witches. It is often the center of her home. It has many uses from cooking to working spells. The cauldron is a symbol of bringing many things together to create things into something that you want. As you grow in the practice, you will begin to see what works and what doesn't work. You will understand the true signs of your bubbling pot and can make adjustments when needed. If you are holding the cauldron card, it is because there is not one path to the outcome you seek. Oh, we have 3 of Wands too, the outcome that he seeks. You may try many different approaches to manifest the desire. Perhaps becoming a millionaire means you have to develop a few different sources of income. Or to find love, you will have to kiss many frogs before finding the one. A spell may need to be worked over the course of many months or even years. You cannot always expect your workings to happen within the course of a moon cycle. There are often things in your aura that are preventing you from being ready to receive what you seek. Perhaps you have to learn how to manifest something else before you manifest the bigger goal. Woo! Hot. And we talked about magic today, guys. That's why we're talking about joining the magic circle. Sometimes your craft work, your magic takes time. It's not going to happen when you do it. Perhaps it's years or months later. Maybe there's a reason you found this video today. The results of your banishment will come successful. They will be successful. But some of them take time. That is really cool. I love the details of his skirt. I love you. I'll be down in a minute. So anyways, yeah, it's going to take some time. Results look very successful. This person is leaving the karmic, or will be soon, or somehow the magic will work and it's all going to work out. Perhaps the karmic will leave. I don't know, but I know that what's meant to be will be, and a little magic doesn't hurt. It's definitely encouraging you guys to use magic when you can to help the situation to progress. For a lot of you, this is part of your karma, learning to do magic. Not everyone, but for a lot of you, learning to do magic, that's a part of your journey. So the Wolf card is calling you to know your way home. This person that's with the karmic may feel lost or confused about something in his life. He may not know which direction to travel or what's the safe journey. But the wolf, his instincts, his heart will take over. He will receive guidance throughout his urges. It's like a push and a pull, a right and a left in the center of his being. So he's being guided, and he could be a she, but your person is being guided. And he's going to get an urge when he's faced with a decision. All right, and I hear the candle cracking, so we're going to quit there. Yeah, this concludes today's reading. Whew, this is quite the war. All right, quite the war zone. Ellen, will we get a link to the magic? Yes. Ellen, I did check the emails today. Somehow your card, something happened with it, or maybe it was my website, I don't know. But your membership was canceled. I reactivated it. Just make sure that you make sure the payment is made today for the ultimate membership, so you can be a part of the Magic Circle. Tonight, the Magic Circle is between 7 and 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm going to send a link around 6:50 to everyone's email that has paid for the Magic Circle or is a part of the ultimate membership. So you guys can all join us tonight. We'll be working on banishment, cursing, and hexing. Today's Saturday. You're going to want a black candle at the very least, and you're going to want some chili powder, and you're going to want some salt and some pepper, and you're going to want some nails, rusty nails if you can, or just nails is fine, and matches. So make sure you guys have all of that. You're reactivating it every month. I don't know why it's doing that. I'll go back and check again. I might change companies. Something may be off with Square. So I'm going to call them and see what's going on. Oh, because your card is canceling every month. That is crazy. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. You're not the only one, Ellen. There was Peaches, Sunval, Doja, I think, Diana. They had the same issue. So I don't know if it's like something going on with banks and cards in general, or it's Square, but you weren't the only one. So I reactivated everyone to make sure you're on the list. Just make sure you guys make those payments. All right, guys. Well, what happens if you can join the private live because of time difference? Oh, Doja. Well, if you can't join the live, it will be recorded and sent. You'll be in your email. As soon as you have that link in your email, whenever you're ready to click it, you'll see the recording, or you can be live. But it will be there sitting in your email. And you could just save it. I'm going to title it Magic Circle Part 1, Banishment. And so you'll know that that's that link. And then when we do it again this week for Part 2, I'll label it Part 2, and it will be love casting, love spells. So we're going to be doing love spells. We're going to be doing money. I think we're going to be manifesting money on Monday. So the next part, Part 2 for spells and casting, will be about money and financial. And we're going to be studying that on Monday, which is still a good day to do any kind of magic on Monday. But also Thursday is a good day for money. So, but we will be doing it on Monday, and you guys can cast on that day or Thursday, whatever floats your boat. Ellen, my bank card, do you need to open with every online purchase? No. No, I think you could just purchase what you want on there. Because your time, it would be 2 a.m. Oh my gosh. Well, Doja, it will be sent there. So you'll have it. You'll have it. Now, I want you guys to know, I have done the spells that we're going to be going over, I've done successfully. So I know they work. The money one has worked for me, and the banishment has worked for me. So I'm only using spells that have definitely worked for me. And we will be talking about spells and asking questions in the magic circle too. If you want to rewind, today we talked a little bit about freezer spells. We can go deeper into numerous spells throughout the magic circle. So we're going to do some fun ones, and we're going to talk all about spells. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait till you guys are all there with me. And yeah, it's so fun. Happy October. And for everyone that's been wondering where I've been, my grandma had surgery. I know I told you guys a heads up, but not everybody was there for that message. But my grandma had surgery, so I was gone for like, 5 or 6 days. I'm so sorry. I really only wanted to be gone like 3 days, but it was a lot more involved to take care of her than I thought. So I was gone for about a week, and I'm so sorry, but that's what's been going on. She's doing good now. She's walking around and stuff now on her own. But yeah, she had surgery, so I've been busy with that. But I'm back, and we're back on schedule, and things are going to be going good. So please join me on TikTok. I'm going over there right now. I'm going to give away 6 free readings live on TikTok. So if you want one, go join me over there, okay? I'm not monetized or anything yet. It's still a very small TikTok presence. I haven't been on there in months, but I'm going to go on and just see what happens. Somebody said, do I ever do TikTok lives? So I'm going to go ahead, pop over there, and I'll see you there. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. You guys just keep swimming. Oh, Ellen, you don't have TikTok? Oh, girl. Well, I'm going to do TikTok because someone suggested it. Oh, I love you. And I'll see you guys later for the magic circle. I'll see you there later, Ellen. I love you. Bye, guys.